Earth 3 also has its speedster equivalent, that being Johnny Quick. Now, me, not being known as a real visionary, I already did a write-up of Johnny Quick. Quick, not quip, quick. Quick!
And now, the man who believes his ghosts and aliens are watching you during special times. My dad, your friendly neighborhood J-Man.
Welcome to your friendly neighborhood J-Man's almost internet famous internet show. I am your friendly neighborhood J-Man. And that, my friends, was the Crime Syndicate from 2010's DC Universe animated movie Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, who or what exactly is the Crime Syndicate? And I don't mind saying that's a great question on your part, a fine one indeed. And I'm not just kissing ass here for subscriptions. It's such a good question. Your friendly neighborhood J-Man is going to spend the next couple of minutes pontificating at great length about it. And you're going to want to take notes, because there's going to be a quiz right after this show. The Crime Syndicate is more or less the evil versions of the Justice League. And I totally mean evil, not just misunderstood. The most recent incarnation of the Crime Syndicate, the one we'll be discussing here today, is actually from Earth 3. As opposed to Earth 3. Earth 3 is part of DC's new continuity, the New 52. Earth 3, while very similar to Earth 3, is actually part of DC's old pre-crisis continuity where history was backwards. Kind of like the Bizarro world, but different. That is the old Bizarro world pre-52, because in the New 52, the Bizarro world is, well, you know what, forget it. Forget I said anything. Let's just start this thing over from the beginning, and we'll keep it as simple as possible. Right after this. Are you sad, lonely, gloomy? Then you may be suffering from a condition known as unhappiness. And yfnjman.com can help. yfnjman.com is a website that has been unscientifically proven to cure everything from acne to Taenia saginata. Consult with your doctor to see if yfnjman.com is right for you, and if he, she, it tells you no, then find another doctor that will. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, a serious rash or serious allergic reaction that may affect parts of your body, such as your liver or blood cells, and may result in hospitalization and be life-threatening. If you develop a skin rash, hives, sores in your mouth, blisters, swelling, peeling, or yellowing of the skin or eyes, trouble swallowing or breathing, dark urine or fever, stop going to yfnjman.com and call your doctor right away, or get emergency help. Other symptoms may include a serious rash or serious allergic reaction, mental symptoms including depression, feeling anxious, sensing things that are not really there, extreme increase in activity, thoughts of suicide, aggression, or other mental problems, symptoms of heart problems including chest pains, abnormal heartbeat, and trouble breathing. yfnjman.com. Because the monster just might not be in your head. The Crime Syndicate was introduced in August of 1964 in the comic book Justice League of America Volume 1, number 29. And just like everything else over the years, the Crime Syndicate has been updated any number of times. Sometimes they were from Earth 3, as I remember them from. And still other times they were known as the Crime Syndicate of America. Note the spelling of America. From Earth 2, from Grant Morrison's and Frank Quitely's 2000 release, Justice League of America Earth 2, which, by the way, the video at the beginning of the show was based off of. These days, though, this group of fun-loving cats is simply known as the Crime Syndicate, and they hail from Earth 3. The question that still remains to be asked, though, is not why are you still suffering through this show? Rather, it's why are we discussing the Crime Syndicate at all today? Well, the The Crime Syndicate has taken over Earth 1, our Earth, by killing the Justice League in DC's miniseries Forever Evil. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And to celebrate the taking over Earth 1, DC Collectibles has put out a line of figures based on the Crime Syndicate, and they are awesome. And that should answer the question why we are discussing the Crime Syndicate at all today. Jacob!
Yes, Dad.
Fire up the title sequencer for the love of all that's holy! Over the last several weeks, DC Collectibles has been releasing the new 52 Crime Syndicate figures. Those figures are Ultraman, Superwoman, Owlman, Power Ring, Johnny Quick with Atomica, and my personal favorite, Deathstorm. First up is Ultraman. No, not that Ultraman. This Ultraman, also known as Kal-El, or is it Kal-2? Whichever. He's the evil counterpart to Superman. He has all the powers of Superman, just none of the regret. The main difference, besides being evil, is that instead of being depowered by kryptonite, it actually makes Ultraman stronger. In fact, he needs it to be Ultraman. And instead of being a solar battery like our Kal-El is, sunlight hurts Ultraman. Next up is Ultraman's main squeeze, or is she Owlman's main squeeze? Superwoman. Talk about a love triangle. Apparently, she's pregnant, and either Ultraman or Owlman's the daddy. Kinda sounds like an episode of Maury Povich to me.
You are not!
Anyway, Superwoman is just Wonder Woman, only really more angry and much more devious. Which brings us to the third leg, or is it the third angle of our love triangle, Owlman, the Earth 3 alternative to Batman. Owlman may or may not be Thomas Wayne Jr., Bruce Wayne's dad. The thing is, it's all kind of complicated, so we will just ignore it. In Forever Evil, Owlman has got some secret agenda going on, but then again, everyone in the Crime Syndicate seems to have some sort of secret agenda going on. Then there's Power Ring, also known as Harold Jordan, probably one of the most interesting characters of the Crime Syndicate. Much like our Hal Jordan, Harold Jordan got his ring from a dying Abin Sur. The difference, the big difference, Harold's ring isn't for good. It's a parasite feeding off its host. Abin Sur tricked Harold into taking the ring, freeing himself, which means Harold is f***ed in more ways than one. Earth 3 also has its speedster equivalent, that being Johnny Quick. Now, me not being known as a real visionary, I already did a write-up of Johnny Quick on my website, yfnjman.com, so I don't want to be too repetitive here. Long story short, Barry Allen's doppelganger, God, that is a great word, is Johnny Quick, and he's a real wanker. Johnny's main squeeze, Atomica, is also packed with him, and she could be one of the most deadly members of the Crime Syndicate. Last but not least is Deathstorm, the newest member of the Syndicate, meaning the most recently created. Deathstorm's origin could be as messed up as Power Rings. On Earth 3, Professor Martin Stein experimented on people to discover the secrets of life through death. Blah, blah, blah. Stein ended up fusing himself with a corpse. Yes, a corpse. And became Deathstorm. I defy you to tell me that's not f***ed up.
Stuck to a chair, watching this story about me.
And that, my friends, concludes your comic book action figure lesson for today. As always, I'd like to thank myself for putting all this shit together. As soon as you're done watching this episode, be sure to head over to my website, yfnjman.com, because look, if you're going to waste time on the internets, that's the place to do it. Don't forget, I'm on all your social media. I'm on the Twitter, I'm on the Facebook, and I'm on the Google+. All you gotta do is search. And as they say in the Philippines, later days.
where the crime syndicate is from.
I told you, Jake, to pay attention because there was gonna be a quiz. Me not being known as a real visionary. What the fuck?
Get it on, bang a gong, get it on. Get it on, bang a gong.